Buena cara tienes. You looking good? ¿Qué se va?
Hi, I have great news. I have great news for two of our animals. Let me tell you about Rocky. Rocky is a dog that we rescued a few years ago, a dog that was plagued with health issues. He had leishmaniasis, his skin was a disaster, his kidney was affected, his liver, really, it was terrible. Then, over the last few months, he had been developing stones inside his bladder. We did ultrasounds and we saw that there was something and it was pretty big. What we didn't know was how big that stone was going to be. Let me show you Rocky's surgery. Good morning. Today we're taking this baby, Rocky, to be operated. If he leaves me, ¡ay! Muy bien, sí. Ahí estamos bien, ya está.
I don't believe it's all about the things that we share.
Ella me dice que si por lo que sea no pudiera ser nada, chao. Hola. Yes, I do. I do.
Venga, Rocky, campeón. Y ya verás tú cómo vas a estar muy bien. Vas a estar súper cómodo después. ¿Qué tal?
Guten Morgen.
¿Cómo estás?
Wie geht's? ¿Qué
¿Cómo
tal?
tienes?
¿Hacemos hoy o qué?
Hacemos.
Ahora va,
Vamos.
¿puedes cambiar?
No, mucho mejor, ¿no?
¿Qué?
No, está mucho mejor.
Sí,
No,
qué
estamos-
cambio, es impresionante. Eso es un milagro, sí. Algo has dicho.
Yo sí. In the background you can hear Noah barking. At the end of the video, we're gonna have an update on her. And she's doing amazing, really. But first, we're gonna operate this baby. He's gonna go into surgery. Rocky, he has such a special character. So unpredictable, the guy. Ay, man. His bladder is full of stones. So on today's surgery, we're gonna open the bladder and we're gonna take out all these little stones that have been formed over the last 2-3 years. Cuidado.
¿Tira a morder?
Claro que tira a morder.
Jolines.
¡Es una fiera!
Vale.
Cuidado, no te muerda, ¿eh?
No, tranquila. Uy, Rocky, ya está.
Sí, lo hemos portado bien, me
Ya
acuerdo,
está.
pero no-
Claro. Sí, ha mejorado.
Ya está. Uy, sí, ya lo he visto
Ha
ya.
mejorado. Tiene momentos. ¿Quieres que te coja? ¿Te cojo en brazos? ¿Te cojo en brazos? ¿Quieres conmigo? He's fighting. He's fighting to stay awake. He can't. He's not a bad dog. He's just afraid. Poor baby.
Buena cara tienes. You looking good?
Todo te dicho yo, ¿no?
Cuidado que es una fiera parda,
¿Sí?
no te pots imaginar.
¿Os lo llevo yo?
Bozalito, para Rocky. Eres malo, malote. Ana, vamos para adentro.
Lo habéis dejado frito.
ver, que no coja frío el chiquitín.
Así sí lo coges, ¿eh? Cuando estás sedado.
Sí, pobre. Primero pasan por el spa.
Ahí es donde se pincha la epidural, ¿no?
Sí.
Maravilloso.
Mira,
Esa es la piedra.
¿ves? Un momentazo.
Ah, madre mía, mira, qué barbaridad.
La leche, pobre animal.
Madre mía,
Qué barbaridad.
madre mía.
Qué
Qué burrada. Animalito se...
Pobre.
Que no me fío un pelo de ti. Y este el clave. Qué único. Aquí estás esperando.
So this is what we got out of Rocky. It's a big stone. And that was inside his bladder. That's why he couldn't pee. He was suffering so much. Now it's out. Why does this happen? Well, we are waiting to see the results. We're going to send this to the lab. But we suspect it's because of the bad diet that he had all his life when he wasn't with us. There's no knowing what he ate. There is a certain genetic predisposition from this breed, in particular Yorkshire Terrier, to develop stones, but he must have had a terrible diet, and this is the result right now. Surgery went well. Did you see the size of that stone in Rocky's bladder? Unbelievable. He feels so much better, and now we are just waiting for news from the lab to tell us what it is, what exactly is the composition of that stone, in order to make adjustments to his diet, because that's going to be the only way forward for him. Then I also have news about Noah. Noah, she has made everybody fall in love with her. You remember her rescue. It happened 2 months ago. We got her from a pound. She was in a really, really difficult position. We took her to the hospital, and the very next day she had to be operated. It was a life or death surgery. She had developed bloat. After the surgery, she recovered well, and we began the treatment for her condition, leishmaniasis. And just when it looked like she was making some progress, actually, she made some progress, and we got her out of hospital and we took her home. But then she had to be rushed again for another surgery. She had a strange problem in her intestines. The intestine is called intussusception. Basically, the intestine went within itself, like a telescope. My God, we didn't know why it was happening, and we didn't have a reason for this. So we operated her, we thought we had fixed it, and then the very next day it happened again. This time she had to go again into surgery, and it was a more radical surgery. We had to tie the wall, all the line of the intestine, and then we had to tie the walls of the stomach to the walls of the abdomen. It was a really difficult. And then at that point I thought, well, I don't know what's going to happen. We were expecting some news from the lab to tell us exactly what was wrong with that tissue. But then Noah, since that happened, she's been surprising us so much. She has continued her recovery. Hematocrit is much higher. Her whole demeanour has changed, and she looks like a different dog. She's still at the hospital. She's still in treatment. But have a look at this. This is Noah today.
¿Qué cara tienes, Nova?
Hay que limpiarlo. Si quieres comprobarlo, que tienes el pulso.
Muy bien, bueno, es que por lo demás también.
¿Esos moquetes hay que limpiarlos? A ver, Chiqui.
Necesito Martina y me ayuda a estar bonito con
Vale, y limpiando también los moquetes, ¿vale?
Vamos a analizar por si hay purinas o salato o lo que sea. Entonces haríamos un cambio de la dieta, ¿vale? A lo mejor tenemos que dar otra. Pero bueno, que hay casos que dando dietas y todo tienes esas vidas facultades. Imagínate.
Es el drenaje, ¿no? Que hay que quitar.
Sí, este y este de aquí.
¿Cómo estás, Noah? ¿Cómo estás, Becky?
Aburrida de nosotros.
Ay. She's doing much better. Much better. Okay, that pulling out the drains that they installed the other day.
¿Quién es?
Noah, que eres un fenómeno.
Ay, fantástica. Fantástica. ¿Has visto cómo ha mejorado el animalito?
Ya está.
Bueno, ya lo vamos a colocar todo el puesto.
¿Que se va?
Es un buen sitio. Sale corriendo.
¿Qué pilla eres?
So, last week we delivered Molly home. Rocky has been operated. Noah is doing so much better. Let's hope that there are no more problems. And all of this is happening only because of you. Now, in relation to that, I just wanted to make a comment about a message I received this morning. Please listen to this. This person said, I used to watch your channel, but I no longer do. Your titles are just clickbait, and all you do is ask for money. I feel badly for the animals, but I prefer to donate to other shelters. Now, after all that I've shown you today, the fact that somebody still writes to me and tell me that titles are clickbait and we do nothing other than asking for money, I don't know. Think about it. It's terrible. Anyway, this is an animal rescue organization. This is the YouTube channel and the Facebook channel of an animal rescue organization. And the main goal that we have here is not to entertain you. It's not to entertain anybody. I promise you, I'm not an entertainer. I'm just here trying to raise awareness and to raise funds for our rescue. Because you know what? All these vets that you have seen working, these surgeries, the nurses, the vets in this country, they want to get paid. The nurses, they want to get paid. They want to be able to go home and put food on their table. If they have kids, they want to pay for their schools. They want to eat. They want to have heating in winter and water coming out of their bathrooms. And that's what we do, basically. We raise funds so that all of this can happen and we can continue saving lives. So, guys, once again, and as I always do, please, if you can, donate, help me continue saving lives, and please, if you can, join me in my support group on Patreon. I really need you there. Thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow.